This seems to be a mistake in the code here.
I see. Thank you, Amano-san.
I'm glad I could help. If you ever need anything, just ask.
I'm Tatsuki Soma, 26 years old, working in the software department at a company called Lovekoi Digital Services. If you want, I can buy you some sweets as thanks next time. Is there anything you like?
No, you don't have to go that far. I'm happy just to be of help.
And this is Mika Amano. She's a 24-year-old junior in my department. And from the moment she joined the company, I've secretly respected her because of her amazing skills. I've heard she's shy, but she always helps others with their work, and she really feels like a talented person. This was about a year ago. The deadline was fast approaching, and I was at a loss.
Soma-san, if you're having trouble, I can help.
Amano-san, that would be a huge help. But what about your work?
Well, I've finished my work. I thought I could help everyone else out.
She finished all that already? Is she something else? Thanks to Amano-san, the task was completed on time. I'll never forget the favor she did for me that day. Mika's been working perfectly as usual, but recently, I've been worried about her. Is something wrong, Amano-san? You don't seem like yourself lately.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
She doesn't look fine. I wonder if something happened. But if she insists she's fine, there's nothing more I can do. I decided to drop it for now. My arms are screaming in pain here. On my day off, I went shopping at the mall with my older sister, Shiori Soma, 28 years old. She's single and has no boyfriend, so she often asks me to carry her shopping bags.
If I'm buying stuff, I want to buy a lot. I'm counting on you, little brother.
This is ridiculous. Do you not care what happens to your loving brother's arms? Should I shout it out in the shopping mall? You really manage to buy this much every time, even though we only come here once a month.
Girls have it tough, you know. Now what's next on the shopping list?
Sis, could you at least show some restraint? Oh, huh?
Is something wrong?
In the middle of the crowd, I suddenly noticed someone. What the hell are you doing here? I told you we wouldn't meet today. Did you follow me?
No, you've been distant, and then I just happened to see you and got curious.
Huh? You've been suspicious of me the whole time? You're so boring. You've stayed the same even after becoming an adult. Still a country bumpkin. It's embarrassing.
That's...
It was Amano-san. She was being looked at with contempt by the man and women standing in front of her.
Is this your girlfriend? She's really plain and not cute at all. Ah, I'm his workplace junior. He's been so sweet to me since I joined. He whispers every day how cute I am. I heard you've been dating since college, but with that kind of thing, I guess you can't really complain if he cheats on you, can you?
The woman standing next to the man whispered something into Amano-san's ear, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. Still, from the look on her face, it was clear she was hurt.
Tatsuki, is that girl someone you know?
Yeah, she's my junior at work. I've been worried about her because she's been down lately. After the couple walked away, we rushed to where Amano-san was standing, crying.
I'm so sorry. I didn't expect you to see that.
Then, my sister and I took Amano-san to a cafe inside the shopping mall.
Don't worry about it. I'm sorry too, even though it was by accident. I know you didn't want to be seen. No, actually, I'm grateful. I don't think I could have moved from that spot alone. Thank you too, Mr. Soma's sister.
It's fine. More importantly, can I ask what happened?
When I asked, it turned out that the man from earlier was her boyfriend, whom she had been dating since her student days. After becoming a working adult, their communication became distant. When she grew suspicious, she coincidentally discovered today that he was cheating.
I think his feelings for me were long gone. But he was the first man who told me he loved me. I thought he was the only one who would say such things to me. So unless he said to break up, I planned to stay by his side because I'm not cute.
Tears shook Amano-san's voice as she repeated, "I'm not cute." Eventually, she was told to break up by him. Shiori watched her with a quiet expression.
It was Amano-san, right? I think it's great that you're not blaming others, but is this really okay?
Huh?
Actually, I've been dumped before. Just like you, I was cheated on by another woman.
Wait, you, sis? You're such an amazing person.
When Amano-san called my sister amazing, Shiori smiled kindly and continued.
I'll never forget. When I had just started working, I mustered the courage to confess to a guy for the first time. He said yes, and I was so happy. But he told me you're not cute, and ended up cheating on me with another woman. Thinking about that time still makes my insides boil. I promised myself I'd make him regret dumping me.
Wait, sis? Please calm down.
When we talk about love, this is what happens. However, Shiori turned that regret into motivation, worked hard, and became a successful professional. Now, she earns over $1 million a year.
Anyway, there's no girl who wouldn't feel frustrated after being dumped. Seeing someone cheat on you like that and not feeling anything? Oh, that's impossible. If you're frustrated, just say it. Do you really think it was your fault that you were cheated on?
Well...
It's okay to be angry, Amano-san. You have every right to be.
Amano-san was silent for a while, but perhaps she had been holding it in, as tears began to well up in her eyes. She wiped away her tears, then quietly began to sob.
I thought it was my fault. But really, I was just so frustrated. The woman, she was told she deserved to be cheated on because she's not cute. I couldn't say anything back.
It's only natural to feel that way, Amano-san. Now there's only one thing we can do. Let's make those two regret it.
But...
I was happy when you called me amazing earlier. I too became the person I am now after heartbreak. For me, I decided I didn't need love. I just threw myself into my work because it's more fun. Women who've been dumped become strong. They can become even more beautiful.
But
Amano-san still looked uncertain, unsure if she could do it. Amano-san, you're one of the best in our department. You've helped me many times, right? That skill of yours wasn't built overnight. I'm sure you've put in a lot of effort. I believe in you. It'll be fine. Maybe just enjoy it, working with my sister. Of course, I'll help too, if it's something I can do. Oh, I'm used to carrying bags, so leave that to me.
Thank you, Mr. Soma.
Wow, Tatsuki, you're really stepping up as a senior. I'm impressed.
Shiori kept happily patting my shoulder. I just took it for now and let myself be attacked.
Thank you, Shiori-san.
And so, my sister Shiori and Amano-san's revenge began. From then on, Amano-san and my sister often went out on weekends, starting to shop for self-improvement.
How about this outfit? It's cute.
I think it's too cute. I don't think something so bold would suit me.
It'll definitely suit you. Now that you're not in a relationship, it's easier to try a different look, right?
That's true.
Amano-san also switched from glasses to contact lenses. Her glasses suited her, but her overall impression brightened instantly. I was also pressed into carrying the bags, but I enjoyed watching Amano-san transform right before my eyes.
Come on, keep up, little brother.
I know.
Thanks as always, Mr. Soma.
The two of them grew closer and closer, and Amano-san even stopped using honorifics. At this point, it seemed like they could easily be called best friends. Amano-san, who was working hard, seemed to gain more and more confidence, and her smile increased more than ever. She looked genuinely happy when she was with my sister, and as she worked hard to become cuter, she sparkled.
Amano-san, you've changed recently.
Really?
Yeah, your smile has gotten bigger and you just look more sparkly. Wait, could it be love?
The praise from my colleagues was rising steadily, and I was just as happy as if it were happening to me.
Mr. Soma's programming has been looking much better recently.
Thanks. Since Amano-san has been working hard, I thought I would better do my best too. So I started watching web courses. Having watched Amano-san's efforts up close, I felt inspired and began to work on improving my own work skills.
I never thought I'd have such an influence on Mr. Soma just a little while ago. I'll do my best to improve myself as well.
She really had become more positive. If my sister heard this, she would probably cry tears of joy. Soma-kun, do you have a moment to talk? Manager? Yes, of course. I waved a small goodbye to Amano-san and hurried to the manager's office. A few months passed, and I was assigned to a large project, keeping myself busy. By the way, Amano-san, there's a chance you'll be added to the team for this project.
Me too.
I promoted your abilities, and the client's representative was interested in you. They specifically asked for you to join.
Thank you. It's thanks to you, Mr. Soma. I'm so grateful. Also, you've always accompanied me shopping even though you're so busy.
Oh, it's nothing. Seeing you work so hard, Amano-san, is really inspiring. I actually want to keep watching you.
Well, I also think you're doing a great job, Mr. Soma.
A strange ticklish atmosphere spread, and we both quickly turned our faces away. Well, we're both working hard, right?
Yeah.
Huh? What's with this atmosphere? I showed up, but am I interrupting? Should I leave?
My sister, who had joined late, began to grin and tease us.
I thought I just happened to be here, but I've heard some interesting things.
At this point, we hadn't realized that a woman at a nearby seat had overheard our conversation.
Thank you for walking me to the station, Mr. Soma.
Of course, be careful on your way back. After dinner, I escorted Amano-san to the station. My sister said she had some errands to run and left.
Mr. Soma, there's something I'd like to ask you.
Huh? What's up, Amano-san? Are you okay? I was surprised when someone bumped into me from behind. I turned around quickly and saw a delicate woman looking at me with teary eyes. Wait, have I seen this person somewhere before?
I'm sorry.
Are you okay? Are you hurt somewhere?
I'm fine. You're so kind. Maybe you're the one I've been waiting for.
Huh?
What do you think? Will you come with me from now on?
The woman was looking up at me as if inviting me. Oh, I remember now. She was the one who hurt Amano-san that day. I'm sorry, but I've already made up my mind about someone. I was sure Amano-san already knew about her true identity, and I stepped forward to shield her.
What? Please, look at me. I'm so cute, right? If you want, I'm much better than that woman.
I realized she didn't know that I saw her cheating on Amano-san that day, so she thought she could approach me. Interesting. So you really want to beat her, huh?
What?
I know you were cheating with Amano-san's boyfriend. I don't find women like you cute.
So you knew? What a bore. Yes, I know. The guy she's with chose me. It's just because I'm cuter than her.
Then she changed her target from me to Amano-san, continuing to mock her.
So you're trying to improve yourself and change? You're just upset because you lost your man, huh? Girls who aren't cute have to struggle hard to change. It's so pitiful.
Amano-san, who had her happiness shattered by this woman, clenched her fists and looked down.
Hey, you! Stop bullying my friend.
Sis!
I had a bad feeling. It seems like those two followed us after we left the store.
My sister, who had supposedly left for an errand, must have felt something strange and followed us.
Who are you? Someone with no business should just stay out of it. We're just having fun.
Just having fun? I see. So you've been looking down on other girls and hurting them. Just to reassure yourself that you're more beautiful, huh? How pathetic. You're not cute at all.
What?
My sister's obvious provocation made the woman snap. It seemed like she had hit the mark.
So you two are comforting each other because you're both not cute. How pathetic, huh? You might be somewhat cute, but you're nowhere near me. Maybe you've had a man taken from you, huh? That's why you're so worked up.
So what? What's wrong with getting upset and improving yourself after feeling hurt?
So you admit it? You're honest, I guess. Anyway, the man you fall for will probably just switch to me the moment I make a move.
Enough already. Stop talking bad about Shiori-chan.
Mika,
Shiori-chan gave me courage and helped me out. She's a kind person. She supported me and said, let's both get cuter together. She's nothing like you, who belittles others to feel superior.
How cheeky. You're acting like you won after stealing my man.
Mika?
Eh?
Because we were at the station, a man walked by. It was Amano-san's ex-boyfriend. I wasn't sure if he had just finished work or was still on duty, but he was with a few suit-clad men. Wait, is that him? I knew one of them and gave him a slight nod. You're Mika, right? You've changed quite a bit. You could have done this before, you know. Why didn't you do it when we were together? He seemed surprised by Amano-san's transformation.
Oh wait, Kei-kun, why are you still talking to this woman?
Shut up! Just be quiet.
What?
Then, in a panicked tone, Kei turned to talk to Amano-san. Mika, let's get back together. You're really attractive now.
Attractive?
Yeah, you were a bit plain before, but now you're cute. You've probably worked so hard because you were sad when I broke up with you, and you're also doing well at work.
Cute, huh? Yeah, I've always wanted to hear that.
Well then, let's try again.
Too late. Besides, didn't you whisper cute to that woman every day when we were together? Maybe I would have answered before, but when Kei-kun broke up with me after cheating on me, I thought it was because I wasn't cute, so it was my fault. But the truth is, I was so frustrated. I didn't realize my true feelings until kind people helped me. I think I was lucky. I was able to change thanks to those people. Too bad, Kei-kun. You tossed me aside back then. But look what I've become. A cute, capable woman. To be honest, I still can't forgive you, Kei-kun. But there's one thing I'm grateful for.
What is it?
Because you broke up with me, I was able to become a better version of myself. And because of that, I met someone better who appreciates me.
Amano-san had probably wanted to say these words for a long time. What Kei had wanted from a woman, Amano-san had gained through her pain and effort. Now, she was ready to give Kei a taste of her own medicine.
Thank you for dumping me, Kei-kun. Because of that, I was able to grow this much. But I won't be with you anymore. Because the person I want to hear cute from is no longer you.
Kei realized too late the weight of what he had lost, and he stood frozen. But then, he snapped back to reality and noticed the cold stares being cast his way. I think we should reconsider the deal with your company. No, this is just a lover's quarrel. It turned out the man who had been with Kei wasn't his colleague, but a business associate. And he was the representative for the client involved in the large deal I had been assigned by the manager. Having been inspired by Amano-san, I worked hard to improve my skills, and it paid off in big results. We were eager to participate in your company's large project, and since you insisted, we attended this reception, but it seems like it was a wasted trip after all. In the first place, we have already finalized the deal with Lovekoi Digital Services. Mr. Soma, who is with you, is a very talented person, and has a great personality. Wait, please! This is just a lover's quarrel! The work is properly... I'll be honest, I'm not foolish enough to work with someone I can't trust from the start. I look forward to meeting you again soon, Mr. Soma. Yes, thank you! How do I explain this to the manager? Kei had lost control in front of the business associates, and there was no way to salvage his mistake. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt your little breakdown, but can I ask something too? What is it? Your girlfriend tried to hit on me, so you should be careful. She's probably a habitual cheater. Well, you're not much different, are you? I stared at him, my eyes sharp with the message that I wouldn't let him get away with it if we ever got near Amano-san again. With that, my sister, Amano-san, and I left the scene. Later, Kei lost the trust of the manager because of his failure in this incident. You're not getting promoted. The promotion he had been hoping for was now out of reach. As for Yuko, her foolish behavior, trying to prove her own cuteness by putting others down, was no different from the past. On top of that, the fact that she was a habitual cheater spread throughout the company, and she couldn't stay there anymore. Of course, the two of them broke up. Kei, still harboring feelings for Amano-san, spent his days regretting his actions. As for me, on the way home that day...
About what I was going to say earlier, From your perspective, Mr. Soma?
Seeing the intent behind her question, I gently smiled and said to Amano-san, You're really cute. Especially, I think the way you try so hard at everything is what makes you so cute.
I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life.
And so, we expressed our feelings for each other and started dating.
Mika-chan, you're the cutest. The best in the world. Tatsuki, you better make her happy, okay?
It's all thanks to Shiori-chan. Thank you for teaching me how to be cute.
Seeing how much effort she put into changing herself, I realized that the most beautiful thing about her was her determination. Having risen from heartbreak, they were now strong enough to face any challenges life would throw their way. I wanted to live my life in a way that wouldn't be outshone by their brilliance.
I was waiting at the crosswalk when I noticed a butterfly fluttering through the crowd. A butterfly at this time of year? That's unusual. And then, a little girl stepped into the road, chasing after it. Watch out! My body moved before I could even scream. I pushed the girl out of the way of the oncoming car. When I came to, I was lying on the road. Ugh! A sharp pain in my right knee. As I realized I'd been hit by the car, my consciousness faded.
Someone! Call an ambulance! Please, help him!
A woman's scream reached me faintly.
I'm so sorry. Please, at least let me cover your hospital bills. I don't think this is something you need to apologize for.
Please don't worry so much. Your daughter will be scared if you look like that.
Mommy.
Hinako.
The little girl, Hinako-chan, was only slightly injured because I pushed her out of the way. On the other hand, there's a high chance I'll have a permanent disability in my right leg.
But your father told me you're a promising soccer player.
My father had high hopes for my future. He must have been so emotional about this sudden incident that he let it slip to her. It might be difficult even if I tell you not to worry about it. But I'm not that depressed. I protected something more important than soccer. I said that and stroked Hinako-chan's head with a smile. As if drawn to it, she smiled too. Even though I said that in front of them, of course I'm not completely fine. I won't be able to run freely like I used to. But there's no point in being depressed. First, rehabilitation, and then I'll look for something I want to do. Something besides soccer, that's tough. I muttered to myself in the quiet night of the hospital room. I'm Shu Takedo. As a result of saving someone, I'm thinking about my second life at the young age of 17. I stayed in the hospital for a while, and during that time, Hinako-chan's mother, Kanako Satomi, visited me often. My parents, especially my father, were initially hostile towards Kanako-san, but her sincere attitude gradually won them over. In the end, my father came to terms with it, saying that it was a result of his son choosing to save someone. Hinako-chan also visited sometimes, and before we knew it, we became like siblings.
Big brother, how's your rehab going? Does it still hurt?
It's okay, the cast will be off soon. And after about 3 months, I was discharged from the hospital. After returning to school, I struggled with what to do, and finally switched to the art club. Part of it was because I liked drawing when I was little, but I also wanted to sort out my feelings by drawing pictures of soccer.
You're in the way of practice. If you're just watching, get lost.
Sorry, Asakura, I got permission.
You're acting so nonchalant.
Haha, it's painful to be involved, but I'm too attached to completely walk away. But then, nostalgia. My painting of boys playing soccer on the school grounds at dusk won an honorable mention in a competition.
Congratulations, Kido-kun. I also think nostalgia is a good painting filled with emotion.
That was the moment when a simple pastime took on a greater meaning. From there, I became immersed in the world of art. Along with school life, I naturally drifted away from the Satomi family, or rather, I made it that way. I didn't want them to feel too indebted to me. Since my disability remains, even if I recover through rehabilitation, my existence will become a burden on Hinako-chan's mind. I want Hinako-chan to grow up freely and without constraints. Fortunately, the Satomi family seemed to understand my intentions. And so, we each returned to our daily lives. 10 years later, at the age of 27, I became a designer at a design company. I can't let go of my cane because of my leg, but it doesn't hinder my daily work. If I had to point out a problem, it would be that I'm slow to evacuate during disasters because I can't move quickly.
Don't worry, I'll carry you in a princess carry when we need to escape. Leave it to me.
I even got a well-built junior employee who says things like that. Ah, don't look!
Don't worry, you're as light as a feather.
Stop it, my life points are at 0. So, I'm having a fulfilling work life, more or less. Then one day, it happened. During a meeting with an advertising agency we always work with.
Huh? Kido?
Asakura, is that you? I had a chance encounter with a former member of the soccer club I was in during the first half of high school. I heard they were sending a new representative. Keiji Asakura. Our relationship was too prickly to be called rivals, but we ran on the same field.
So, the strongest MF has become just a subcontractor. You've fallen, haven't you?
Yeah, that's the kind of guy he is. Asakura. No, Mr. Asakura. Can we please not talk about the past? It's not that it's painful for me to remember, but there's no point in bringing it up now. But Asakura wouldn't listen.
The past? It might be for you, but I'm still playing social soccer. I even joined this company because they have their own soccer club.
Asakura wants to say that he's still chasing his dreams, while you, on the other hand. We never got along, but I never imagined he'd be the client's representative. It'll be troublesome if our work doesn't go smoothly. Of course, we didn't get along, and he probably felt the same way. He'd probably ask for a change of representative. If so, then so be it. I thought that, but... Contrary to my expectations, Asakura didn't ask for a change. Even after that, Asakura would sneer and look down on me every time we had a meeting. I would also receive emails with what seemed like unnecessary amounts of revision requests. But even if it wasn't smooth, the work was barely manageable. If he's intentionally pushing it to the limit, it's a kind of talent. Thinking that, I kept creating design proposals for the project. One day, as I was going about my days like this...
Good news, listen up. That up-and-coming model, Kokyu, has been chosen as the image girl for the next project.
Oh, Kokyu? I know her. It's amazing you were able to secure her schedule. She's popular among young people, and is in high demand for magazines and TV shows.
Our company has a strong connection with the modeling agency she belongs to. It was decided that we could use her in a meeting between the higher-ups.
Asakura snorted smugly. Well, so far so good.
She's shining, unlike you.
Here it comes. I don't think there's any point in comparing a model to an ordinary person. I agree.
Why aren't you arguing back? Where did your fighting spirit from the soccer club days go?
I still think I haven't lost in spirit.
Haha, you can say anything you want.
Do you want me to argue back? When I asked that, Asakura made an indescribable bitter expression before.
No way. I was just testing to see if you could act like a proper subcontractor.
He said that with a sneer.
That Kokyu is gonna use your design. Be grateful.
So, what kind of design are we going with?
The client's president likes butterflies. As the name suggests, he wants a combination of butterfly imagery and Kokyu.
Finally, we can talk about work. Thinking that, I finalized the design details, and the meeting ended.
Right, I'll be going to the client's workplace to greet Kokyu, so be prepared.
What are you looking up? Oh, I'm gonna be working with Kokyu soon, so I thought I'd check out some information beforehand. What? Seeing the information that appeared, I froze for a moment. The day of the meeting with Kokyu arrived. Asakura and I went to the photography studio together. It seemed to be a last-minute decision, and she couldn't clear her schedule.
My name is Taniguchi, Kokyu's manager. Could you wait here for a while?
Yes, thank you.
We decided to wait for the shoot to finish in a corner of the studio. There's really an intense energy here. Kokyu has a certain aura about her. After unintentionally voicing my thoughts, I regretted it.
We should have been on that side.
As expected, Asakura's snide remarks began.
So what? You're satisfied with being just a company employee? Pathetic.
Please lower your voice a bit.
Huh? Don't just brush me off.
That's not it. It's just that I think it's better to be mindful of the place.
That's why your designs lack passion.
Look, it's disturbing the staff.
Has the subcontractor mentality seeped into your very bones?
Honestly, the manager's stare was painful, but I decided it was better to keep quiet. Sure enough, when I kept quiet, Asakura calmed down after a while. Then Kokyu, whose shoot had finished, came over accompanied by her manager. She really was a dazzling girl. Asakura and I stared, entranced for a moment, and then hurriedly stood up.
Nice to meet you.
I heard you, but aren't you being rude to Mr. Kido?
Wait a minute, Kokyu?
If we're going to work together, I think a minimum level of courtesy is necessary.
Taken aback by the childlike straightforward opinion, Asakura groaned and fell silent. Huh? I don't think I've introduced myself yet, as I was thinking that.
Mr. Kido? No, Shuta-san. It's been a while.
No way. The faintly familiar features, and the information I learned about Kokyu's agency during my research. At that moment, the pieces clicked into place in my mind. Hinako-chan? Wow, you've changed so much.
I recognized you right away because of that cane.
Hinako-chan's expression clouded slightly, but this is part of my identity now. When I said that and spun it around, her expression softened a bit. By the way, Hinako-chan, you became a model?
Yes, I'm working for my mother's company.
What I learned during my research was that Kokyu's agency was Satomi Agency. And the president of Satomi Agency was listed as Kanako Satomi. I thought it might be a coincidence, but I never imagined it was actually her.
I worked hard, thinking that if I became successful, I could meet Shuta-san again.
If you became successful? So that's how Kanako-san explained it.
I finally understood that you distanced yourself for my sake. But I was still lonely, you know. I never thought I'd meet you again like this, by chance.
Me neither. I never imagined that the famous Kokyu was actually Hinako-chan.
Ahem. Sorry to interrupt your lively conversation. Kokyu, it's almost time to leave for your next job.
Huh? Already? I finally got to see Shuta-san.
We can reminisce later.
I'm sorry. It seems like it's time. I'll see you at the official meeting then.
Yeah, good luck with your work. I'm rooting for you. And then, the day of the meeting with Kokyu arrived. Asakura and I were discussing what we could finalize beforehand. But as usual, it devolved into Asakura's snide remarks.
So you know, Kokyu. Don't get any ideas, though. You're not on that side. You're not in the spotlight.
I know that.
Why are you so calm? Are you trying to say it's a world that has nothing to do with you? We.
Asakura's teeth grinding echoed. It's you who's saying it's a world that has nothing to do with me, Mr. Asakura. It sounds like you're trying to convince yourself.
What did you say?
I had to give up halfway because of my disability, but I feel like it was for the best. Even if I worked hard and was called a promising player, not even 1/10 of us can make it to the J-League. Asakura, who still plays in a social team, knows this better than anyone.
You loser!
Just as Asakura slammed the desk, the door to the reception room opened, and 2 women entered. One was Hinako-chan, and the other wasn't her manager.
I see. And just as Hinako told me, it seems like some discipline is needed here.
Asakura and I hurriedly stood up. I had met this woman many times before. Huh? Kanako-san?
It's been a while, Shutaku. I never thought we'd meet again by chance through work. Maybe it's fate.
Kanako-san smiled at me and then turned a sharp gaze towards Asakura.
I'm Kanako Satomi, president of Satomi Agency.
I'm...
I know, Keiji Asakura. I had your work attitude and evaluation checked, but strangely, they're not bad. Why are you only so harsh towards Shutaku... Mr. Kido? Tell me.
That's...
You don't have to answer, but in that case, I'll have Kokio's contract with your company terminated. It will be a unilateral termination, so it will be messy, but it's par for the course in this industry.
Such a thing?
Please wait, Kanako-san. If you do that, it will damage Hinako-chan's career.
That might be true. Well, there is a way we won't be harmed, but that's not important right now.
That's right. I can't just stand by and watch Shuta-san be ridiculed.
Or you could step down. I wouldn't mind that either. You know the connection between your company and ours, right? I can have the representative replaced. We can't do good work with a representative who ridicules their partner.
Ugh.
Kanako-san, I don't think Asakura is making fun of me. I think...
What do you mean?
Asakura was my rival in the soccer club in high school.
Huh? Is that so? But it didn't sound like you had a casual relationship where you could freely exchange banter.
My soccer club days had quite an impact on Kanako-san. That's right, it was closer to a hostile relationship. Honestly, I was tired of his snide remarks every time we worked together. But it was strange. If he just hated me, there were ways to avoid me. Asakura is the client. If he wanted to, he could have removed me as the representative, but he didn't.
Isn't it because he enjoys making fun of you?
Maybe, but Asakura didn't seem to be enjoying it. He always seemed to be squeezing out his snide remarks like he was trying to get something off his chest. And he never once mocked my leg. If he wanted to ridicule me, that would be the easiest way.
Mr. Asakura, Mr. Kido is saying this. Do you have anything to say?
Damn it. I hate that knowing attitude of yours. You were always like that, weren't you? You were shining brighter than me, yet you withdrew so easily. And on top of that, you're living contentedly. While I'm still struggling.
Asakura's expression twists in anguish. So you were suffering?
Huh? No, that's not it. I love playing soccer. I continued playing because I wanted to.
At that moment, a single tear traced a path down Asakura's cheek.
Why am I crying? Damn it, don't look at me! Don't pity me!
Asakura, wait!
Don't come near me!
Asakura suddenly stood up and rushed out of the reception room.
Clinging to past glory and obsessing over soccer wouldn't fulfill his old dreams or bring him satisfaction. He couldn't accept that reality.
Later, after Kokyu's project was finished, Kanako-san invited me to a fancy restaurant.
I'm sorry about the other day. I couldn't just stand by and watch you being ridiculed.
No, you helped me. Thanks to you, it's become easier to work, and it was a good opportunity for Asakura to face himself.
How has Mr. Asakura been since then?
I heard from his successor that he kept being absent without leave and ended up being fired. Of course, he also withdrew from the company's soccer club.
He was fired?
Did I go a little too far?
No, I think it was the push he needed to get his life moving again, so it's okay. Well, whether he can find a new path is up to him. It won't be easy.
You seem to understand him even though you didn't get along.
Now that you mention it, that's true. I guess it's because we were rivals after all. Asakura, who kept chasing the dream of soccer and suffered. If I hadn't become disabled, that could have been me. Life is full of ups and downs. In a long life, there are fun and happy times, and there are also hard and sad times. But what is happiness and what is unhappiness is not so easy to discern.
You've become such a fine man, Shutaka.
Thank you. Hinako-chan has also become a wonderful young lady.
I actually intended for you to meet again after she became an adult.
I was promised that I could meet you again when I became a proper adult, so I worked hard.
It took a lot of convincing, you know? Even when I told her that you distanced yourself for her sake, she wouldn't listen at all.
I still haven't completely accepted it, you know, but I've recently started to understand your feelings. I used to worry that you suddenly started hating me.
I'm sorry. I should have explained things to you back then when I distanced myself.
But it's fate that we met again through work. Shuta-san, do you have a girlfriend now?
No, unfortunately, work is my lover.
Then, I'll reserve you. I'll become a wonderful adult, and then you can be my boyfriend. A 10-year age gap is normal these days.
Overwhelmed by Hinako-chan's assertiveness, I looked to Kaneko-san for help, but she was calmly drinking her wine.
Well, if you're okay with it, Shuta-kun, I won't object. Hinako has worked hard too.
Really? I was flustered, but I was smiling. That's because it was undoubtedly a happy time.